Habaragani and Happy Kwanzaa from Sheila Forrest, our president and CEO, Russ, the unpaid intern, and of course our brother Victor and the rest of the Afroworld family. Okay, we did it, y'all. We made it to the last day of Kwanzaa. Each day for the last 6 days during Kwanzaa, we've gone over one of the Nguzo Zaba, the 7 principles, and tried to bring insight into the Kwanzaa ceremony. Yesterday, we covered Kuumba, or creativity. If you missed that video, or any of the rest of them, they're all available on the Facebook page for Afroworld Hair and Fashions. As I said before, today is the last day of Kwanzaa, and that can only mean that today we'll be discussing the final principle, Imani, or faith. To celebrate Imani, or faith, means that we're honoring our best traditions as a family and community. It is a time to look within and above to strive for a higher level of spirituality and a better life for ourselves and for those around us. In the words of Dr. Maulana Karenga, the founder of Kwanzaa, the 7th principle, Imani, faith, teaches us to believe in the good and our capacity to achieve it, share it, and leave it as a worthy legacy for those who come afterwards. Let us have faith, then, in the sacred teachings of our ancestors, which say to us across millennia, let's do things with joy, for surely humans have been divinely chosen to bring good into the world. And this is the fundamental mission and meaning of human life. There's really no need to dwell on faith today. After the year that many of us have had, it should be clear by now that all of us who know that things will get better have been acting on faith for some time now. So for one final time, this season, let us go back to our Kwanzaa table. Remember, we start by lighting all 6 of our previous candles. If you recall, with our 3 candle colors, we represent the people with our black candle, the blood with our red candle, and the land with our green candles. So let's light our first candle representing Ujamaa. And our first red candle representing Kujichagulia. And our first green candle representing Ujima. And then Ujamaa. Nia. Kuumba. And that brings us to our candle for today, our 7th principle, Imani, or faith. Beautiful, isn't it? Let's take a moment to reflect. Yesterday, I neglected to explain the libation ceremony as I said that I would the previous day. And with today being the last day of Kwanzaa, I thought it would be a perfect day to do so. The libation ceremony centers around the Kikombe Cha Umoja, the Unity Cup. Its purpose is to facilitate celebrating the unbroken chain between the past, the present, and the future. Our ancestors, ourselves, and those unborn. Libation is as old as religious ritual itself, and in fact was practiced in both the New Testament and the Hebrew Bible. All you need is water and a living plant, or, if available, the ground. As the person leading the libation calls the name of an ancestor, those present affirm that name by saying Ashe, spelled A-S-E or A-S-H-E. At that time, a little water is poured out either in the plant or on the ground. Libation is performed to thank our gods for those ancestors who have passed and whose lives blessed humanity. Well, we've come to the end. Kwanzaa can now be said to be officially over. If you've watched all 7 episodes, or even just a few of them, I would like to personally thank you for allowing me to be a part of your family's Kwanzaa ceremony. Before we sign off, I wanted to remind you all that If you did not have a chance to participate in the Kwanzaa ceremony but wanted to get started on next year, that many of the items on our Kwanzaa table are still available for sale at Afroworld. Today's final assignment: please remember to make the principles of Kwanzaa part of your everyday life, because when you do, you will see that not only your life will get better, but also the lives of those around you. How do I know? Imani, faith. On behalf of my sister, President and CEO Sheila Forrest, our founders Russ Little Sr. and Thelma Little, myself, Russ the unpaid intern, our brother Victor, and the entire Afroworld family, thank you for allowing us to come into your lives, and we'll see you soon.